Have you ever felt like no matter how much money you earn, you're always broke at the end of the month? Like you run faster, work harder, maybe even get a raise, but somehow nothing really changes. Your bills grow, your expenses grow, your lifestyle grows, but your savings don't. If that sounds familiar, then you might be stuck in something called the financial hamster wheel. I want to tell you something from my own experience. Over the years, working around finance, banking, and investments, I noticed something very strange. The people who earned the most money were not always the richest, and the people who were actually wealthy often didn't look rich at all. They didn't always drive the newest cars or wear the most expensive clothes, but they had something more important: control over their time and money. That's when I realized the problem isn't just how much money people make. The problem is the system they live in. From a young age, most of us are taught a very simple formula: study hard, get good grades, get a good job, work hard, get a promotion, earn more money, buy a better house, buy a better car, and repeat this for 40 years. On the surface, this sounds like a perfect plan, but no one teaches us about assets, investing, passive income, or financial freedom. Schools teach us how to be employees, not how to build wealth. Banks encourage us to take loans for cars, phones, houses, because debt is profitable for them. Society tells us to look successful even if we are financially stressed inside. So we start running. We earn, we spend, we upgrade our lifestyle, and then we have to earn even more to maintain that lifestyle. That is the hamster wheel. You are running fast, but you are not actually moving forward. The mindset shift happens when you stop asking, "How can I earn more money?" and start asking, "How can I keep and grow the money I earn?" That one question changes everything. Rich people don't just work for money, they make money work for them. Poor and middle-class people usually earn money and then spend what's left. Wealthy people earn money, invest first, and spend what's left. It sounds like a small difference, but over 10 or 20 years, it creates a completely different life. Here is the most important financial principle in very simple words. Wealth is not built by income. Wealth is built by what you keep and what you invest. You can earn a lot and still be poor if you spend everything, and you can earn a normal salary and become wealthy if you invest consistently. Money is like a seed. If you eat all the seeds, you will be hungry next year. If you plant some seeds, you will have a farm later. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine two people, Steve and Irvin. Both earn the same salary. Steve buys a new phone on installments, upgrades his bike to a car with a loan, eats out frequently, and whenever he gets a raise, he increases his lifestyle. His income goes up, but his expenses go up faster. After 5 years, he is still waiting for his next salary to survive. Irvin does something different. When his salary comes, he saves and invests a small portion first. He doesn't upgrade his lifestyle immediately when his income increases. He buys assets, maybe stocks, a small business, or savings that generate profit. After 5 years, Irvin's investments start generating income. After 10 years, he is not fully dependent on his job anymore. Steve is still running on the hamster wheel. Irvin slowly stepped off it. The difference between these two people is not intelligence, not luck, and not even salary. The difference is behavior. Money is more about behavior than mathematics. So what can you actually do in real life? Start very simple. When money comes in, don't spend first and save later. Save and invest first, then spend the rest, even if it's just 10%. Learn about investing, not just saving. Avoid unnecessary loans for things that don't make you money. Try to build at least one extra source of income. And most importantly, control lifestyle inflation. Just because you earn more doesn't mean you have to spend more. You also have to understand that wealth is a long-term game. Social media shows fast cars, luxury houses, and overnight success, but real wealth is usually slow, boring, and quiet. It is built month by month, year by year. Small investments done consistently for a long time are more powerful than big investments done once. Time is the most powerful factor in money, not income, not intelligence, time and consistency. Think of it like planting a tree. The first few years, nothing exciting happens. It's just a small plant. But if you keep watering it, protecting it, and giving it time, one day it becomes a tree that gives shade and fruit without you doing much. Investing and wealth work the same way. In the beginning, it feels slow and pointless, but after some years, the system starts working for you. The goal of money is not to show people how rich you are. The goal of money is freedom. Freedom to choose what work you do, freedom to say no to things you don't like, freedom to help your family, freedom to live without constant stress about bills. And that freedom does not come from one big salary. It comes from a system: saving, investing, patience, and discipline. So if you feel like you are running but not moving forward, maybe it's time to stop for a moment and ask yourself, am I on the financial hamster wheel, or am I building a financial ladder? Because at the end of the day, rich people don't just work hard. They build systems, they build assets, they build habits, and slowly, very slowly, they build freedom.